This is the number one struggle that so many of my coaching students have. Really, it's something that is very difficult to do in this time that we're going through. Just the standards, I feel, of people that are in our industry have really changed. They really won't work for anyone. They have a clear vision of what they want for their career. They have an idea of what type of salon that they want to work for. And they're really looking for leadership. They're not really looking at salon names. They're looking for so much more. And today I'm going to go over ways that I feel you can start elevating your business, really start attracting a team and culture that thrives for you as a salon owner. First and foremost, everything starts with the leader, and leadership is going to be the number one thing that is going to attract and retain staff. So when we are actually thinking about leadership, we also have to think about our reputation. Having a solid reputation as a salon owner is going to be the number one thing that draws people to you. When people are raving about loving working at your salon, you are going to have a very easy time finding a team. If you are thinking about your leadership and thinking about what you do inside of your business to really generate an amazing culture, really just generate an amazing place to work. So reevaluating your leadership. Are you running your salon out of fear? Are you running your salon out of reactivity? Or are you a proactive leader? There's a huge difference between the two. If you don't know the difference, you should set up a discovery call and you should join coaching, because that was the number one thing that absolutely 100% transformed what I was doing inside of my salon, and it really transformed my success. Was the way that I actually responded to my team, responded to problems inside of my business, and responded to fear that was happening inside of everything that I was doing, because running a business is scary. You have a lot on the line. You have a lot of things to take care of. It's overwhelming. You're afraid to fail. There's so much that goes into it. So the number one thing is you need to reevaluate your leadership. You really need to look at how you are treating your team inside of your business. So number two, we are going to talk about culture. Culture is what is going to keep your team. Culture is something that can be very confusing to a lot of business owners. And when you get this one thing right, it's what really makes your business successful, and it's what retains your team and your staff. So culture essentially is the way that you make people feel and how people essentially get along inside of your business and how you make them feel inside of your business. So there are a couple things that you really want to think about when you're reevaluating your culture. Number one is, do you make your team feel safe? And does your team feel like they belong? That's it. And those are the only two things that you should focus on. Again, that goes back to your leadership. When we are a great leader, our team feels safe inside of our business. Safety is the number one thing that's so important. So I want everyone out there listening to raise their hands if they have a toxic team member inside of their business, but the actual toxic team member is staying there because you as a leader is afraid to remove them because you're afraid to lose revenue. People inside of our business are going to create our results. There was an amazing study done, the bad apple study. Yeah, that's it. And in this study, they found that having one bad apple inside of your business, so having one bad apple inside of your business is going to decrease productivity up to 40%. That is insane. That's crazy. So we really need to reevaluate our culture. We need to reevaluate the way that people feel. And then we need to look at our leadership. That's where we're going to start. Next, we are going to switch our mindset around social media. I think so many people really don't understand the strategy behind social media, and that is a whole nother podcast we can get into another day. But to break it down in simple terms, you should be looking at your social media as a tool. You should be looking at your social media as something that is going to create a result for you and for your business. So when we're putting out social media posts and we're putting out content, One of the main things you should ask yourself is, what result do I want from this content I'm putting out? If you don't have an answer, you're probably posting without strategy. What result do I want my social media to have for my business? We actually think about the results that we want. It helps us create content that is going to curate the results that we desire. As a salon owner, your social media's main focus should be attracting your team. That is it. Yes, most people are utilizing their social media to attract clients. We need to do both, absolutely 100%. But your team members should be focusing on attracting their target market and the clients that they want. So it is like a trickle-down effect. Salon attracts the team attracts the clients. When we think about it that way, is your social media attracting clients only? Is it attracting your team or a future team and clients? Or is it just kind of a mishmash of posts because you feel like that's what you do because you own a salon or a business in general? You need to ask yourself, how can I attract new stylists with my social media? So one, I want to preface that the only reason a stylist is going to leave their current salon is because they are currently experiencing a pain point. That is the only reason why they're going to leave their salon. They're not going to randomly leave a place that they're happy at with the result of possibly losing clients. The people that are experiencing pain when it comes to being in their current place of employment, pain that they're feeling has to feel way more intense and much worse than the fear that they are experiencing when they are going to leave or thinking about leaving the salon. If it's too scary to leave the salon because they are in fear of losing revenue or not being able to pay their bills, that fear is hard to break through. So we need to think about, what problems does your salon solve that maybe other stylists are experiencing in the industry that they want to come and work at your salon. Some problems that my salon solves: freedom of scheduling and freedom of schedule just in general. When we talk about scheduling freedom, that means that my team has the ability to take time off whenever they want, no request forms, no asking permission. They literally have control of their schedule and they can take as many days off as they need. They can take a vacation anytime that they want, and there's no blackout time. That means if they want to take off all the time during the holidays, they can, because that's important. Not having the ability to control your schedule, huge pain point. My team also has the ability to set their own prices. That means that they are capable to raise their rates whenever they see fit for their business. They don't have to jump through hoops. They don't have to hit benchmarks. When they're ready to make more money, they can make more money. We don't hold them back in that way. That is a huge pain point for so many stylists, because a lot of stylists want to make more money, but they don't have the ability to raise their prices without reaching some ridiculous goal, or because maybe the salon owner doesn't want their prices to be higher than them. We don't do that inside of my salon. The ability to take mental health days, the ability to control your schedule and your timing, the ability to say no to clients you don't want to take, the ability to say no to services you don't want to provide. These are all things that we do inside of my business because these are big pain points for stylists. We really want to look and see and write down what's special about your salon. What does your salon offer that other salons do not offer? And what pain points does your salon solve? These are all things you are going to curate content around. Reels, carousel posts, anything that is going, stories, anything that is going to reach people in your area. You want to make sure that you are tagging your location, and by that I don't mean your salon. You want to tag your city so that your posts show up in the areas that people are searching for salons. My salon is located in Palos Heights. We make sure to tag Palos Heights because when people are searching our area or salons in our area, we are utilizing hashtags and location, so that'll pop up. So if somebody doesn't know that we exist, we're going to pop up in their feed. You also really want to focus on the things that are your offer. So your offer is what people get when they come and work for you. So what do people get when they come and work for you? Do you have a high commission rate? Do you have a 401k or retirement? Do you have paid time off? What are the perks, and why do people, or why would somebody want to work for you? Do you have an amazing training program? Do you have an unlimited amount of growth? So for us, we have a mentor program inside of our salon. It is just another opportunity for our stylists to work towards and to actually grow themselves. It's another way to generate revenue for themselves inside of my business. That is something that we also offer. Something else I offer inside of my business as a perk is every single one of my team members can create their own salon interactive account, which means that they can receive 100% commission on their product sales. That is done through a second party. We use a website called Salon Interactive. This allows them to create their own online store, and Salon Interactive handles all of the heavy lifting. So they literally get a link. It's like an affiliate program. They can share their link with the people that are either following them on social media or the people that are sitting in their chair. The middleman packages it, ships it off. My team members get the commission. So it is a lower rate of commission. It's 25%, but there's no overhead. They can literally make money in their sleep. It's just another way for them to generate another source of revenue. This is something that is a huge perk for us because a lot of salon owners will only give 10% commission. Most salon owners will have a ridiculous retail goal for them to hit. We don't do any of that inside of my salon. And this is just one of the things that we really promote on social media that attracts our team. Another thing is to engage with people on social media. Please use social media to be social. That is the whole point, right? So you should be following, you should be researching, and you should be looking up stylists in your area, like and comment on their posts, interact with their stories, engage with their stories. Some of the ways that we stay on top of this inside of my salon is, one, we follow the person. We turn on post notifications. So every single time this person posts, we will get a notification so we can automatically engage with that post. We also have a separate area inside of Instagram. So Instagram will allow you to have two folders for your DMs. I forget what the names of them are, but one DM is for clients and our second DM folder is for stylists we are interested in and that we want to work at our salon. And this is genius because I can literally go to that second mailbox. I can see if they have posted a new story, and it neatly organizes all of the people that I envision working in my business. Really access their pages. I'm not going to forget anyone. Once you comment on somebody's story, it's going to automatically save it to your inbox. So you just want to move it over to that second folder. And this will allow you to stay in contact with the people that have really made a really great impression with you on social media. So engagement is really important. This is something you should be doing, I would say 15 to 30 minutes a day, really just getting to know the stylists in your area. You can also invite them to classes. You can invite them to any events that you have coming up. It really is a way to even just make a connection and create a community inside of the area that you live. I think community is so important. There's so much competition inside of our industry, and it really just needs to stop. It's not a big deal. There's enough clients to go around. So you really want to make sure that you are utilizing engagement, utilizing this as a strategy. Next, you want to make sure that your social media is set up. Please have your highlights done, your highlight covers. Please make sure you have a strong brand. Make sure that you have a very strong bio. These are all things that when people are looking at you on social media is going to make a first impression. What does your social media page say about you? And how does it look? Does it feature you? Does it feature your team? Does it feature your clients? Does it only have hair? That's not going to attract any staff members. You also want to make sure you as the owner, please, you as the owner need to show your face. You need to show up. You need to be on your social media. You need to be creating reels. People want to see who they are going to work for. They do. They want to see what you look like. They want to see what you sound like. They want to feel your presence. They want to get to know you. They want to know you before they're going to take a risk on you. So if you're not showing up on your own social media, it's going to be much harder for you to attract your team. Not to mention, if you are not showing up on your social media, it's going to be really hard to get your team to show up on social media. So for you as a salon owner, you should really be showing up and setting the example, but you should be also showing up because this is going to attract the people that are going to totally vibe with you and who you are. It's going to build trust. It's going to build connection. And when you have those things in place, people feel so much more at ease to come and work for you than if you were just to have pictures of your space and pictures of the clients. That's not going to really attract people at all. You also want to show your team. It is so important for your future stylists to see who they're going to work with. They want to know. They want to know what they look like, what they sound like, who they are, what their personal brands are. So make sure you're not only putting your team on the social media or your personal social media, that you are actually having them show up every day in the stories to attract other stylists and to attract clients. But make sure you're tagging them so these people that want to work for you can do their research and they can look into the people that work with you. That is so important. Last but not least, you really want to make sure that you're connecting with your local beauty schools. Connecting with your local beauty schools is so important. This is going to just get your name out there. It's going to introduce you to so many future professionals. When you are going to the schools, please don't make it about your salon. It is not about you, it's about them. How can you serve the new people coming up in our industry? What advice can you give them to help their success? What are some things that they need to know when it comes to actually finding a salon? A lot of salon owners will go into salons and talk about how awesome they're, oh, our salon's so awesome, we do this, our education program. No, it's not about you, it's about them. When we go to any events at any beauty schools, one of the things that I like to talk about and I like to give information on is toxic practices in salons, areas that salons take advantage of stylists, and what to look for when they're interviewing. I like to talk a lot about transparent pay. I like to talk a lot about product charges, making people sit in the back room when they're not getting paid. That is illegal. You can't do that. If you're going to have someone in your back room and you're forcing them to sit in the break room, you need to pay them minimum wage. So I talk about that and how that's illegal, and a lot of salons do that. I give them interview questions that will help them find the right salon that's good for them. We bring goodie bags, which I get wet brushes. I order wet brushes, scrunchies, really things that you can find for really cheap. Some things I find on Amazon, some things I find on Alibaba, and I make them little gift bags. I print out flyers with information. I get their email addresses. So we really make it about them, and we really try to get to know them because that is what's important to them. That's what's important to them. They are important to them. They care about them. Really making sure that you're making an effort on a regular basis to go in. Teach a technical class, teach a business class, teach a social media class, teach a class on how to interview, teach a class on how to grow rapid rate, teach a class on mindset. These are all things that are going to be beneficial to them. And when they see results from the thing that you teach, that is when you're going to make a deep impression and they're going to want to work for your salon. Okay, so I hope today was beneficial for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Elevate podcast. If you have any questions about attracting staff, be sure to send us a DM. Our DMs are always open. If you want to share this episode, take a screenshot and share what your favorite thing to attract your team is to help other salon owners really thrive and grow inside of their business. Tag us, add us to your story, and we will share. We will add it to our list of things that you can do. So thank you so much for listening today. I hope you found this information beneficial. Our next episode for the Elevate podcast will launch next Thursday. That one will also be a good one too. All right. Thanks for listening.